All right, hopefully we are back. I would like to announce to Restream that they're a bunch of fuckwits, and I wish them great suffering.
Yes.
Or hell, maybe even mediocre suffering. I don't know.
Well, I can drag this over aside and continue the interruption, Bleach, but Restream offers disconnect protection just for the low price of $2,400 a year.
Fuck off.
Cunts. What a load of shit. I don't think chat's... Anyway. Where are we? Right, we should be back to Mr. Bleacher now.
Yes. Back to the legislation of the damned. Danny Spermberger, it has also got a legislature that introduced and passed public school programs and courses instruction on January 6th insurrection requirements, permit school boards to provide a program on instruction related to Jan 6th insurrection in the U.S. Capitol building. Yep. So the bill prohibits any such program of instruction, curriculum, blah, 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 from describing or portraying or presenting a credible depiction. Hold on, sorry, lost my place because it's fucking long and retarded. Describing, portraying, or presenting as credible description or portrayal of the actions participating or involved in January 6th insurrection as peaceful protests, stating, suggesting, or presenting as credible a statement suggesting that the extension election fraud would have changed the election at all. Yeah. This is fucking bullshit. And yeah. There we go. Describe the January 6th insurrection as the United States Capitol as unprecedented, violent attack on the United States democratic institutions, infrastructure, and the representatives for... I'm sorry, I'm at a complete and utter loss. And since we started, I would like to point out that was 2,278. It's now up to 2,283. Yeah, I mean, there is so fucking much that has been jammed through that. Yeah, I
need to get out of there, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just like, holy shit, this is insane.
How is this even fucking legal?
Because they're taking over the laws. They're taking over the laws.
I mean,
yep. I mean, they have legislation on data centers now. Don't know what it is. Don't know if I'm gonna fucking go back and read some of this and get angry and spurg out while things are going on. But this just shows. It's like, yeah. It's like to stupid low-level breast implant, Board of Medicine to create educational material for patients.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Autonomous truck-mounted attenuators, pilot program. So driverless trucks. Yeah.
Huh.
There's this affordable housing developments. It's like, okay, so now we're gonna have mixed Section 8 housing with nice houses. This is all just it is insanity. It is absolute evil insanity.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but since we've been talking about the gun laws, I thought I would bring up the Virginia Citizens Defense League, They are more proactive than the fucking lazy ass bums at the NRA. And yeah, they're good. They've been talking about a lot of what's going on in the Commonwealth. And yeah, it's like they do alerts about Spermberger and the gerrymandering problem. That's another thing that I didn't touch on. And actually, let me see if I can pull this really fast, because it is worth noting. So there's this big push for redistricting the Commonwealth of Virginia, and let's see, where is? Hopefully, I can find the old map and the well, this will work. But yeah, this is Virginia is a complete shit show. So they're talking about redistricting. The past so it's 10 districts or 11 districts, I'm sorry. The current district breakdown is 5 are Democrat lock, 2 are kind of in the squishy center, 1's up for grabs, 2 strong Republican, 1 strong Republican. And so that was the past. This is the current map that they're proposing. And this is that April 21st voter. And it's basically Nova is a block, Tidewater, Piedmont, all are blocks, and then you get the Blue Ridge region, and it's like a massive fuck you. And they're calling it a temporary measure, but it is the least temporary measure possible. And yeah, it's fucked up. And when that happens, because I guarantee that it will fucking happen, given the current nature of the absolute bullshit that's going on in the dead Commonwealth, that it's done. This is little California, and yeah, there's no way around it. Absolutely no way around it. And I don't understand why it's so hard to find a. There we go. All right, we'll do Wikipedia, but it doesn't really show the difference. So this is the current electoral map. So it's kind of evenly split. The future one is this mess. And if that is not gerrymandered to fucking hell and back, I don't know what it is. I mean, holy shit! Look, and up here too.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? You come on with District 1. Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
That District 1's spectacularly bad. Like, everything else is dodgy, but fucking hell.
Yeah. Compare that to what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is fucked up. Old District 1. But my God, is it fucking retarded now that they're proposing.
I don't like this at all.
It is so bad that I have heard people on the left that I still am in contact with that are they're angry about it because it's so gerrymandered.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like right now. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this other than fuck that. So, but we've got a white pill. So back in 2019, several localities declared themselves Second Amendment sanctuary. So it's like, their resolutions passed, and this is the list of the counties and localities. Luckily, we have a map because maps help. So everywhere in green is a Second Amendment sanctuary.
Oh, that is a fucking white pill, dude. I was like, I saw the black and I'm like, oh God, there's so few, but that's way
everywhere.
better. Okay.
So I will point out, because Virginia is fucking weird compared to the rest of most of the rest of the world when it comes to divisions and subdivisions. You'll see like these little black blobs. Those are cities are considered counties in the Commonwealth of Virginia. So there is none of this absolute faggotry like in California or Chicago or fuck you, goddamn New York, where the city spills out into the county. So if you live in a big county and there's a slice that is some hotbed of communist revolutionaries, in Virginia, you're not affected by those retards. So that's like the one thing Virginia actually has going for it. It is dividing out these localities into completely separate administrative areas. So yeah, because you look around, it's like, okay, Naziville is here, so it's a black blob inside of a black blob. But like the capital of Richmond's here, Norfolk is here. So Virginia hasn't completely fucked up, and if it keeps the sanctuary cities, that's a net positive. That's a net gain for civilization. But who knows? Because they'll try, but most of these localities have basically said, "Fuck you, we're not involved. We're not going to be involved in enforcing gun laws." So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, because they're going to try to heavy hand their way through this. But sometimes, Virginia state troopers aren't going to piss off their neighbors. At least not yet.
Right.
And most of them don't really give a fuck about guns anyway, because most of them are out at the range having fun with their buddies, kind of a thing. So, yeah. So that's the white pill. And another white pill, just completely off topic, but I saw it and just had to share. 11 Indian nationals charged with visa fraud conspiracy. So all these fucking Patels have been in a conspiracy to the alleged staged robberies where the robber would threaten store clerks or owners with an apparent firearm before taking cash from the register and fleeing, so that the clerks and or owners would then wait 5 minutes for the robber to escape before calling the police to report the crime, so they could claim insurance. Yeah. So
don't forget the victims of crime visa.
And the 11 were charged to having arranged to pay themselves or a family member to participate as a victim. Yeah. So yeet the Jeet. That's the only solution. Yeet them. Yep. Yeet them all.
Yep.
There's other things I would say too, but we can't, unfortunately.
It's YouTube. Yeah.
You're a little fed posty.
Yeah.
The urge, dude. The fucking.
So I had to end on some white pills because fucking hell is that dark, and it's dry, but it needed to be gone through more for not just to prove how bad Virginia's getting, but also kind of encouragement for everyone here. Hell, not even just in the U.S., but everywhere to go through the legislation that's going in effect and get mad about it and start reading these legalese bullshit words, because the only way we're going to fix this is primarying every fucking politician, even if it's one that you like. If you've got the time and inclination, you or someone run against them, make them earn their fucking position, because if Brandon Herrera had just bitched and complained, he wouldn't be a shoo-in. So there you go.
Now look where the boy is.
Exactly.
Also, congratulations, Herrera. You did good.
Yep. So yeah, Virginia's fucked, but
so I think we know what part of Texas you're moving to.
No, Texas is too fucking hot. Not enough snow.
So off to Alaska
Welcome
then.
to Norway. There's snow air half the fucking year.
Go on.
Yeah, but it's gay and lame and has no guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm hoping you bring the collection over, because then he officially outguns half the country.
True.
Yeah, an invasion might be a bit better than immigration.
Yeah.
Exactly. Have King Bleach the first, because that's certainly better than the bullshit we have now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there we go. That's my segment concluded.
Yeah.
2 minutes over, but that works.
Sorry, you have many minutes over?
I was trying to wrap it up at a half hour mark, so
you might. So what he's done is he's looked at the hour at the minute hand on the clock, not realizing a whole fucking extra hour passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daylight savings, baby.
I looked at the clock and I was like, holy shit, we only got a half hour of the fucking show left. What the fuck? And I realized, oh yeah, daylight savings time. But no, that's interesting. And I am really curious to see, because a lot of that shit is completely unconstitutional. Right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the gun legislation, any of the speech legislation, wholly unconstitutional. So I'm wondering how long any of that shit will stand. And as far as like the 2A sanctuaries, like that's what's needed. It's needed for and the fact that it is the majority of the counties just shows how cooked the overall election was, because there's no way those people in the legislature won that kind of mandate when 90% of the counties aren't even, they won't even consider enforcing their fucking ridiculous gun laws. Like it's just our elections here are so fucked. We need the SAVE Act like yesterday. We need in-person voter, picture voter ID, state registered voter picture ID for citizens only. That election needs to be counted in one day. Results need to be posted the same night the election happens. There should be no room for fuckery. And this is a clear demonstration of what has happened with our elections, how much they've been subverted. Because there's no way that the majority of Virginians approve of any of this stuff. And if the legislature is acting explicitly against the will of the people, then obviously, one, they never had a mandate, and two, they're completely subverting the purpose of their existence. because the whole notion of a parliament or a representative democracy is predicated on the fact that they actually represent the will of the fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
But this is some fucking ridiculous fascist bullshit.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's just gone off the rails.
it's ridiculous. Even down to, legislating how to teachers are supposed to instruct their students about a date.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's
I'm
just
sorry.
full on narrative control.
It's something where we've entered into a stage. If you're not, I thought we'd moved past this level of control, but that is obviously a lie. And these people are just coming in and breaking everything that is worth having, unfortunately. And
It's
I mean, I'm just at a loss for words after having gone through all that. Just how blatantly evil all of this is.
yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous how it seems so accelerationist, right?
Yeah.
It just seems like they've gone off the rails when it comes to trying to control, not just the people but the narrative and the people's ability to fight back. And the taxes, like just so many ridiculous and insane taxes. And what do the people?
That's the wild part.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we talked about it briefly before, but it's like, what are they doing with that money other than fucking handing it off to scammers?
Yeah.
Because Virginia particularly has some rural towns that are effectively they're third world countries, right? Like same with West Virginia, same with North Carolina. Some of those places have never recovered from the fucking from the flooding that happened a few years ago. They've
3 years ago.
Communities, there's communities still left without power and water. And the state's not doing shit about it, and they're already collecting exorbitant fees on absolutely everything.
Well, they're imposing like taxes. Styrofoam containers are now banned in Virginia for you can use up your old stock, but you can't go buy new stuff.
How very lame and gay.
Shit like that. Yeah.
That's such a ridiculously pedantic fucking thing. Like, it's silly.
The fact that if I go to another part of the state, we're talking a 20-minute drive, they will charge me for plastic bags just because they have to.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a tax for plastic bags. I mean, it's like pennies on the dollar, but it's still more money that I have to fork over because some fucking green retard decided that, that'll save the planet. It's like, no, just make
my God.
make the bags sturdy so people use them for a second or third use.
Right.
Let me just put it like this again. Welcome to Norway, dude, because we have the same shit. A plastic bag in Norway costs equivalent to like $6 US.
Fuck
the
you.
fuck?
Wow. And and that's the thing, dude. It's like I'm not in favor of styrofoam containers, and I'm not in favor of plastic bags on principle, just because I know that, India and Singapore and fucking China put so many of them into the fucking ocean that they're causing massive die-offs and that Great Pacific Trash Gyre, that's all coming from the third world. But
we have
ship
to
a lot
live
of
in
our
misery
trash
and
over those
suffering.
fuckers anyways. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't love those things.
Sorry.
Right. No, you're good. But I don't love those things, but banning them in this way is so fucking retarded and draconian because the market should dictate that, not the state.
Yeah.
Right? Like the market should determine that those dumbass reusable bags, which I have a fuck ton of them. I mean, my son bought them all. He uses them all the time. I still just use the fucking store plastic bags. But But the fact that they're mandating you to do that. Like, and it's one thing for the stores to say, we're not giving you plastic bags anymore, but it's another thing for the state to go to the stores and say, you can't do that anymore. Like, that's a direct interference in the free market.
And those shit plastic bags, they don't work in the bins. So now I have to buy bags made of plastic to go directly in the bin. So they're single use.
Yeah. And
Fucking genius, isn't it?
Yeah.
The thing that, and I know Dave will remember this, back before they banned paper bags in the US. That was the standard. And it's like, they're great. You can put trash in them, they can stand up, and now it's like, oh, well, no, you can't have paper bags. You've got to charge for paper bags because that causes waste. So go to plastic bags. Oh, and now that's gone. So it's like, okay, what you want me to just, because half the time people go into these places.
Shove it. Leech, you have to remember the worldview these creatures have is one where they've taken so much shit up their ass that they can use it as a kangaroo pouch.
It's like, I'm sorry. There was a civilized time when you could make the decision between paper and plastic, and you didn't have to pay an extra damn thing. Because how many people go into a store without like you're stopping on the way home? Oh shit, I forgot that thing. Well, now I have to pay. Yeah, maybe it's only 23 cents, but that's an additional 23 cents into all the other shit you're paying. So no, fuck this.
Well, and that discourages, that's like banning shopping carts, right? Because that discourages people from, like, it's bad for the stores,
Yeah.
And it's not like I want to encourage over consumerism, but the market should dictate that shit, not the fucking state. Like, and I'll admit, dude, I probably have a couple thousand, and I'm not exaggerating, I probably have a couple thousand grocery bags piled up around here because I have a big bag in my pantry that they all go into, and then I use them for trash bags for all the small trash cans in my
Exactly,
apartment.
like we used to do for decades. The bathroom bin, shopping bag. Small kitchen bins, a shopping bag. A little paper basket, shopping bag. Now, we go into the fucking shops to buy bags to put in bins to fill with rubbish and use once.
Right.
And I know I've got the same, and it's like I also use them for packing materials because they're nice and soft. They are nice, and they're better than packing peanuts, which are now absolute trash. And you look at them, they get wet and soggy and stick to every damn thing you've ever owned. It's just like, no, I want this functional, usable thing rather than go with this green fascism and make it completely unusable.
Right. Yeah, it really, I feel like one of these years, and this is probably just hopeful thinking, but I feel like one of these years there's going to be a real reckoning in the Virginia legislature, and it's going to shift hard. And all of those fucking blue districts are going to shift hard, right? Like, even the fucking city fags can't deny the fact that they're being preyed upon by these greedy legislators that aren't representing their actual best interests.
Yeah.
Like, praying for a backlash.
And a hard one. And a harsh one.
A very serious one, yeah.
Because otherwise, I just don't see any of this ending well if there isn't a harsh backlash. Because people say, oh, well, it's because party politics. No, it's against the uniparty. It's hard against the party. Because it doesn't matter, Democrat, Republican in the United States, libertarian, whatever. These people do not have our best interests at heart. They're in it for power. They're in it for control. And the sooner people you have this absolute moron, Fuentes, saying, "Oh, I'm going to vote Democrat this time." It's like you're fixing nothing. That you're not understanding how to address the problem, and how to address the problem is you run for office yourself, or you set people up and help them run for office, because we need new, fresh ideas that are focused on how best to help the average man on the street. Because these fuckers living in DC, they don't give a shit. And most of the fuckers that are in the Virginia legislature have goals either to become the next governor, state rep to the federal level, or a senator. Because Spermberger, I guarantee, has her eyes set not on the presidency, like some people are saying, but as a cozy Senate seat when either Warner or Kane kick off. And and I apologize if this is super regional specific to everybody in our audience today.
Oh, sorry, the 2 hours of the fucking legislation of Virginia wasn't.
Well, I mean,
yeah. No, go ahead.
But it's that level of, it's so blatant here that hopefully everyone else out there sees this, gets mad, and starts trying to fix their locality. Because all these absolute morons talking about starting at the highest fucking level, it's like, oh, we're going to run for president and that's going to fix everything. No, it fucking won't. You got to start at your city council level. You've got to start at your whatever the Norwegian equivalent is. The thing.
The big thing?
Yes, the big
local gnome council.
But because all I see are people talking about high-level elections. That is bullshit. You have to go in and seize control, effective control over your local government. And that way you get, even if it's people you disagree with, you need to go in and say, we've got problems we need fixed. The people that keep running for office for year after year after year because I'm too much of a pussy to go out and do it myself, those are the people that need to be kicked out. So yeah, fucking nut up and do it.
Here's the thing. That kind of sentiment is slowly starting to grow here in Norway, though. The unfortunate thing is that Norwegians are way too restrained compared to at least you Americans. But
you're pacified.
I do believe very fucking pacified. Though from what I've seen, and from if my pattern recognition is still somewhat functioning, I'd say within the next 5 years or by the next election, there's gonna be so many people who are done with the shit, the shit currently going on, that if we don't get a somewhat conservative government next year, that kind of Brandon Herrera thing might become a lot more popular in Norway.
Yeah, how has that been working out for the UK?
We're not a bunch of petites in Norway, and everybody hates the cities.
I mean, you don't hate the cities enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I try to say it, but when I speak with Norwegians, I just hate cities.
Yeah. Anyway, going back to what Bleach was saying about the high office thing is, especially with the way the American system runs, the president is basically fucked. It's exclusively down to extremely rich, extremely well connected, which means Israeli or Chinese assets. It's fucked.
Yeah.
If you're not in bed with either fucking Big Oil or Big Jew or Big Winnie the Pooh, you're basically not going to be fucking president. Unless by some miracle you happen to be a hyper rich bastard to start with, but also, well, clearly there's backing from fucking AI Pack or whatever the fuck they're called. Because what the fuck is Trump doing over in the Middle East again?
Jesus.
Right. Why is America still there? What is the end goal here? Why, if you want to bomb a bunch of uncivilized, unwashed brown people, did you know that Canada's full of Indians and their pipelines are closer?
The poop lines, yes.
Well, that's why you bomb it first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's all I've got. And yes, that was a hell of a lot to go through, but I think it had to be gone through in that level of that granular detail, and it sucks, but that's like the start of all this.
Yeah, and it's a very good example of cautionary tale for everyone else. It's also why. And seriously, what the fuck is the system playing at when you can have fucking 100+ bills passed in a fucking day? People clearly aren't reading these things. Like, it goes to prove how fucking worthless democracy is. You've got, how many people do you have voting on these bills, Bleach?
I can't remember the number of the legislature right now.
But at a vague clue, it's like several dozen, right?
Oh, about 100 or so.
Yeah. So you've got 100 or so people voting on this shit. So, and out of that 100 or so, how many do you reckon have read the actual fucking bill rather than looking at who proposed it and voting based entirely off of that?
Maybe the people that authored it. That's about it.
Well, I guarantee that nobody who authored it is sitting in that fucking chamber voting on it.
Of course not. Of course not.
After all, it's very hard to sit in the chamber when you're off, when you keep Israeli hours.
So, get over. Sorry, I trying to get an answer for you. Yeah, 40-member Senate, 100-member House of Delegates.
Yeah, yeah. I guarantee,
So
like
140.
Much like the idiots that we have over here, I guarantee that fuck all of them read these fucking bills before they just got. Was it our guy that allegedly wrote it? Yep, cool. I'll vote based off that.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like Congress does any fucking differently. Like, I'm sorry. Every vote's split exactly along party lines. He's as if either UK or Australia any fucking different. Like, what's the point? What's the point at all?
Yep.
Democracy's fucked in the head. It has been for a long time. And this is the danger of This is the danger of representative democracy. Especially when you allow the politicians to form coalitions and blocs and like that, and be rich and set in and not have term limits, etc., etc.
It's really more a matter of, this is the problem with a democracy, not a republic, but a democracy, and there needs to be limits and constraints, and when none of that happens, it's fucked. I mean, it's absolutely fucked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially with how poorly fucking written the Virginian stuff is that you were reading us. Like, it's in such abysmal fucking language that I don't know how anyone can actually extract a meaning from it.
It is done in such a way that it's not meant for the average citizen to understand.
No, but it's your responsibility to know all the laws and never, ever, 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 ever break them.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Despite the fact that it's written in fucking
gobbledygook.
Yeah, gobbledygook might be an improvement.
Esperanto, essentially. So, and a shout out to Danny for his animation skills here.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
And by animation skills, you mean that he outsourced it to some Indians?
Yes.
Actual Indians. Yeah.
Actually, no.
AI.
No, that is the reason I can't afford RAM. This It came out really nicely though. It's just a pisser that AI sucks the life out of everything. But that's a whole different spurg out though.
Indeed. So, shall we shall we move on
to go to my segment?
Yes, it is time to go to Trim's segment. We should now be looking at Trim. I will now proceed to inspect Trim's bookmarks. I hope there's nothing up there that
slurs.
Actually, I was looking for porn.
Yeah.
Potato.
Slurs, porn. I like a nice combination of both. So,
slurp
my
porn.
segment.
What?
I mean, if that's your thing, alcohol always nice. But speaking of alcohol, my fucking segment is called "This Is How Monarchies Die." Basically, it is that over time they become nothing more but a bloated, redundant organ that is completely unnecessary in the daily goings on of a country, and are essentially just to be a galleon's figure for the nation to represent or supposedly be a good representation of what the country is.
Sorry, are we talking about monarchy or democracy here? Because that could describe
I'm
either.
going by the I'm going by the paper. I'm getting to the point. I'm going to try to get to the point. I'm giving you what it's supposed to
Yes, but I'm
be.
saying that democracy is also a blighted, fetid mess that's supposed to represent people, but is actually just tired and dead.
Exactly. And now you add the same process with what a monarchy is, and you get twice the bloat and corruption and whatever fuckery. So, recently there was this funny little little Hatman files that came out, and those files kind of revealed and mentioned the name of a certain crown princess of Norway over 1,000 goddamn times, proving that even when he was convicted and what was it, in not in jail, but what is when you're between those, we call it varetekt in Norwegian. When you're being held by the powers that be, Mette-Marit, this blonde witch over here, was still actively talking with Epstein, being like, "Oh, so sorry about this. Oh, I've Googled your name. It doesn't look good. Oh, a smiley face and all that shit," because they're really buddy. So here you have the current royal family: King Harold, Queen Sonja, Crown Prince Haakon, Mette-Marit, also rotten fucking bitch, and their spawn, Ingrid Alexandra, who has also surfaced of being quite she's very much interested in the same kind of funny powder her mother used to do. She's on a cocaine bender repeatedly. So, as the BBC and many others, Epstein files are threatening to split Norway's royal family in two. Which doesn't look like it at all from where I'm standing, because they've all pretty much unanimously agreed to shut the fuck up about it, not point out about it, and have the state media keep trying to be, "Oh, you have to forgive, learn to forgive. I did something stupid. I'm so sorry. Sorry." It's like that, that DP joke in South Park?
No.
Progressively get more and more stupid as just saying, "I'm sorry, we're sorry." So yeah, they have been battling multiple. The royal family has been just having scandal after shit after shit. You've had Mette-Marit, whose lifestyle has been one of just hedonism, drug abuse, and most likely being a cheating bitch. Our crown prince, who is nothing but a cuck and a card-carrying member of WEF and all their subsequent organizations. This old man who, while being a bit of a wet blanket, is still kind of a good guy, but recently I started to lose faith in him too. And
Sorry,
course, Queen
Trim, to
Sonia, who is-
interrupt. Who the hell are the
Go on.
people we're looking at?
this is the royal family. I just told you.
Yeah, but who's in it? I don't have any
It
idea
is.
who. I don't have the context. It's not like Hillary Clinton,
Okay,
who's
this-
got her face plus on every news channel in the world. I literally don't know who's who.
This is King Harold, the
Right.
last king of Norway. This is Queen Sonia, the last queen of Norway. This is Crown Prince Cuckold, also known as
That's
Håkon.
who the cuck is.
Okay.
Yes, as you can see, he has the posture, he has the face. Then it is Crown Princess, quote unquote, Mette-Marit.
That's the one in the files, yes?
Yes, and this is the daughter of these two, Ingrid Alexandra, who is also very much in the habit of doing cocaine on a regular basis.
Wait, isn't she the one that married the Nigerian prince? Essentially,
no, that's Cuck's sister.
Oh,
Yeah, she married the bisexual shaman Durek.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry for you, Trim.
You know, it's not just that. His sister, I just call her Crazy Bitch. She was actually removed from the royal family after a while, and she started her own angel school.
Is that like a cult?
Whoa.
Kinda, yeah. She was convinced she could speak and see angels.
Okay, cult.
And she, yes, exactly. And the funniest part is she started a school to help other psychics be able to see and speak to angels.
Oh, a scam. Excellent.
Oh yeah. It's wonderful. And this dude is going the similar way, but the complete in a slightly different direction. Again, he is part of the several WEF programs, one of which is Young Leaders Directive or something it's called. So again, card-carrying member and part of the fucking bullshit. And well, she's just hedonism given form, as she has been visiting Epstein regularly, in constant contact with him. And the reason why he's called a cuckold, it is extremely implied to the point of almost being guaranteed that she has been sleeping with Epstein, which now calls into question by some people, where they're starting to wonder if she even is her daughter, his daughter.
Hmm.
Yeah, the timelines kind of match up in the worst kind of way.
Lovely.
Oh yeah. So
there-
again, shit's been going down.
So,
Go on.
as is traditional, the royal family are a bunch of disreputable sex pests engaged in rampant hedonism.
Degeneracy?
Yeah, degeneracy.
Not. Here's the sad thing. It wasn't. The first king, King Håkon, the Danish man.
Hakon
who came over to
Hakonason,
Norway.
yes. Going back
Yes.
thousands of years.
The first king of Norway was may have been a Dane, but as soon as he took the throne of Norway, he was the kind of immigrant you want. He just was like, no, we're going Norwegian. No, my kids are speaking Norwegian in our house. He had like the thickest fucking Danish Norwegian accent ever, but he never stopped speaking Norwegian.
Wait,
And
hold
he
on, Trev.
avoided.
I
Just
was
going to jump
reliably
in.
informed by Netflix that person was actually a black lesbian. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Just to follow up, so you said the kind of immigrant that you want, one that will rule over you? That sounds very English.
Oof.
Ha ha ha. Nice one. But it kind of fits in with this one anyway, so I'll let it slide. I'm not really. The point is,
Do you know?
imagine when we elected this king. He was the people's king, and he had a fantastic legacy, because when he was told to stand down of Norway, he decided to say no, and then continued Norwegian's opposition while being occupied by the Nazis. we still continued our resistance. And he didn't
Yeah.
just run away far.
Sorry, where exactly did the Norwegian king spend World War II?
England.
Yeah.
His family moved to Canada.
Funny how all of them seem to spend the war in England. Like,
yeah, they did. He was the you can't just have him in Norway where the Nazis would just hang him immediately.
No. But anyway.
Where was Churchill during the war, right?
Winning.
Yes, he was. And the Norwegian king was right there beside him.
I fucking wasn't. But anyway, I think he's a bit dead before Epstein becomes relevant, unless that guy's a lot older than he looks.
What I'm trying to point out here, guys, is that the Norwegian family was actually something to respect up until this guy started to looking for his fucking wife.
Right? The same for the English monarchy. That was something to be respected till about, what, 3-4 years ago?
Pretty much, yeah. And it's also, this whole scandal has also highlighted how King Harold has been very weak. So I've honestly lost respect for the entire family. The only reason I don't have too much against Queen Sonja is because she's actually shut the fuck up in a good way. Unlike everyone else who just keeps silent, do nothing. Nothing bad has come out about Sonja yet, but we'll wait and see. Point is, I call these two the last king and queen of Norway because there's no chance in fucking hell I'm raising the flag of any of these freaks. He's a useless cuckold and a traitor. Again, a hedonist fucking demon. And she's the spawn of these two, which means she's doomed from the start. Now, of course, this bitch has a kid from before. This guy, Marius Borg Høiby, who was just dragged into court, and it's suspected that they used him as a tiny kid to be like, oh, look how adorable, this is my girlfriend, I want to marry her, blah, blah, blah. Turns out he is a drug trader, drug abuser, and also a serial rapist.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
So very typical for a royal. Yeah.
Yeah, and he walks in the same footsteps of his mother, who also loved going out partying, doing drugs, and of course, this kid is born out of wedlock too. So it wasn't even from a failed marriage. He just fucked around, got the kid, and then kept doing the same shit. So in order to just shorten it down, here's the short and sweet of it. Be Mette-Marit. 1990s, party wild, free and seek out drug environment the whole town knows about you. 1990s, get the nickname Sørlandsporten, the southern gate in your town. It sounds port, but it's meant as gate because port are basically two different things. So yeah, she was the town slag. She was called the Southern Gate because she let everyone in. 1996. Join a TV show called The Desire House, where she was flirting and dating 100 men while pregnant. This guy.
God.
Yeah.
Damn.
What?
1997. Get your first kid at 23 years old, grow up without a dad, which left and was convicted for drugs, which is now up to conviction for rape, violence, and drugs. 2000. Meet the Royal Prince, Sir Cuckold. 2001. Married Cuckold, the Royal Prince of Norway. 2001. Apologize for her past. 2004 to 2005. Had 2 kids with Håkon, Ingrid and Sverre, both of whom are, again, likes to party. 2011 to 2014. Despite knowing Epstein was a convicted minor sex offender, she flirted, visited him multiple times, and met him with her kids.
What?
Yeah. 2019, Epstein's story becomes a global scandal. 2019 again. Lied about her contact with Epstein after the contact was known public. 2026. Total silence after new Epstein files released show she's mentioned 1,000 times plus in the files. This is my crown princess. Like fucking hell, she is. So yeah, that's pretty much something that has been eating on my inside. And the result has just been, again, I have a lot of these, but in order to save time and just me doing the ranty parts, it's just the same shit we've already covered. Drug addicted, useless piece of shit who is just the clone of his father and his mother. A spawn doomed to die, doomed for failure. Again, hedonistic harlot, and a useless fucking cuck. There you go. And of course, here's the funny thing. I couldn't find the image, the quote on the newspapers. It was a few years ago. But Mette-Marit's own sister has said that I hope I am dead before my sister becomes the queen.
That's funny. Well, you know what the thing is, dude, is all these I think I don't know if this is the result of just generational privilege or the result of stripping them of any sort of responsibility for the direction and leadership of the country.
Oh, no.
Right? Because if the king had I'm going to say if the king had an actual duty to his people, and this is medieval fantasy, really, you know. But if the king had a duty to his people, he would have kicked this bitch out of the family the first time she started hoeing it up.
Based on actual history, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is the thing, though. Whenever a monarchist comes to you and say it was better back in the day, no, it wasn't. It was cope. Every single time a king died and someone took over, it was usually followed by years of degradation or just immediate chaos as another civil war split the land. Monarchies are just as useless, just as chaotic, and just as corrupt as this one proves. It doesn't matter from what kind of height your blood goes. If it's blue or red, you are just another human being, just a person. And just like with presidents, prime ministers, warlords, or kings and queens, it is the difference that is the guy itself rather than the line of it. Because a party can rot even if the president's cool. The fucking bloodline can rot even if there's a single good king. And then you get the ones that are completely fucking crazy and ruins everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to say, go on, please.
No, please, yeah, please.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to say, every single monarchist out there, no, it doesn't work. It will not work, and it has never truly worked. It is just as fucking useless as democracy. Get over it.
Yep. To me, yeah, the problem that I've encountered now, I mean, hell, one of the episodes we encountered here, it's like, if you have someone who is incompetent, who is a monarch, what happens? And it's been a gambit from revolution to nothing, and that's impractical. Yeah, I even brought up the old elector system that happened in kind of the dying throes of the Holy Roman Empire, to select from a pool of individuals the most qualified. And the individual I was having that discussion with was completely unfamiliar with the concept. It was like, how can you be a monarchist and not understand these things? Because to me, monarchy is lame and gay.
Yeah,
just as bad as democracy.
As Trim was, and I think Dave were alluding to, monarchists live in Fantasyland. and I mean that in the nicest way possible. They have an idealized Arthurian fairy tale understanding of monarchy.
Yep.
And in the Arthurian fantasy fairy tale land, monarchy is fucking great. Unfortunately, in reality, have anyone ever heard of Henry VIII?
Yeah. And to
Or
me, the
Ivan the
ultimate conclusion,
Far more
the
interesting.
ultimate end of the current crop of monarchists is they're abdicating their personal responsibility.
Yep.
And I find that abhorrent. I just do.
You want to know how much money is wasted on the royal family for them to do their trips and shit? The least estimate is 45 million Norwegian kroner.
Ooh, so
That's a small
4.5 million US.
That's
yes, and that is for
not
like small travels.
that's not a huge amount, though. To be fair, my understanding of royal budgets is based off of the English royal family.
Yeah, and this is a much smaller royal family.
I also imagine that your royal family doesn't draw tourism like the British one does.
No, it doesn't. It's much smaller, and yet it is a drain, and it is the officially posted numbers. Unofficial posted numbers, like we're talking about a family that travels around the world on a monthly basis. They do things we have no idea. Then you have the money. Then you have the people who are hired to work in the castles. Like, it doesn't really account for all of that, for all the paychecks. So we could be looking into like the multi-millions of dollars here in just pure expenditure on everything. They have their own boats, their own planes, everything. And they are just spoiled fucking birds in golden cages. And they still believe they're worth something because they have just been gradually given up everything. And King Harold, the last king, has been famous or infamous for several times giving not even touching the power he could use, unlike his fathers, which would have used the power they have. So weak and feckless, essentially. But
well, yeah, I mean, that's just wealth and privilege with no responsibility.
Exactly.
So they
only
just
thing this dude does is just make a speech every now and then.
Yeah, they just devolve into degeneracy.
Yeah.
Like that's the current phase of the world we're living in now, is when the established aristocracy and the people who actually built the wealth and shit, like the Hiltons are a good example.
Yeah.
You know, like the guys who built the hospital dynasty or the hotel dynasty aren't the ones in charge of the wealth anymore, and so it's declining. And then their kids who have just grown up with wealth and privilege are absolute fucking degenerates, and they're fucking Epstein Island loving shitheads, and they just travel the world being degenerates and losers.
Exactly. Virtues and all that shit. So the Norwegian royal family, to whom the first two kings I still have a lot of respect for, the rot set in with King Harold. But the rot became truly visible.
Sorry, I know I'm being stupid here, but which Harold?
The Harold the First was the first king of Norway. This is the old guy. I mean, Harold first king. Harold is this dude, the old fuck, right? The current king of Norway, the last king.
Right. So sorry, Trim, I'm getting really confused because remember, stupid Australian here. If you say King Harold of stupid. Norway, I'm thinking Hardraga.
Huh.
Not Harold the
we're not talking 1066, damn it.
Fair enough.
I know, but the one of these guys is in the history books.
Yeah. As you can see, this dude does not have fair hair.
I know, but yeah, so Harold's the current king, and he's weak and
Harold's
feckless.
current king. Yes.
And
Håkon
his alleged
is his
son.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on, what? I think does that? Yeah, Hakon. Yeah, because again, remember, not Norwegian. I only know the history books. So again, when I hear Hakon, I'm thinking Hakonason.
Yep.
So no, we're dealing with
it.
Hakon Haraldsson the Cuck,
Yes.
the last cuck of
And
Norway.
again, yes, the King Harold, the current king of Norway, is again the last. I don't want any more. If you look back like half a year, you remember me that monarchy is like this, but I still respect the royal family, and then all this shit came out.
I think that was very much the case for a lot of people in England. They at least respected, if not loved, the Queen, and she did see being the Queen as a job. Like she went to 3 or 4 events a day for most of her life.
Yep.
She
that kind was.
She appears to have seen herself as she appears to have seen the job of the Queen to be a figurehead for the nation, to spread warm feelings about England, to go out and be seen, to represent the nation and that kind of things.
Yeah.
Which I think is the difference.
And that was pretty much all the kings of Norway, and even Harald did that in his younger years, but he sort of started stopped doing that. Of course, as he got older. Håkon, the Cuck Prince, has been doing that as well, but then he started going out, batting for WEF and shit like that.
Yes, not Norway very much. I imagine that when old Harold here, when the king pops the old bucket, pops his clogs, I imagine you'll see a very similar phenomenon to the one that the UK's recently seen. Because go back 10 years and ask the average British person what they think of the monarch. Now ask the average British person what they think of the monarch.
Yeah. Let's see if it includes a rainbow painting or one that looks like he's literally standing in hellfire.
I was thinking more of the one where he was bending over backwards being railed by a Muslim. So, that's the future of Norway, functionally, I imagine.
No, in our case, he's sitting in a chair while his wife is being railed by another... I'm not saying that. Censored. He's being railed by something I cannot say out loud on YouTube.
Yeah, Danny, yeah. Pretty much, but unfortunately the monarchy had had all its power stripped long before Liz took over.
Yep.
Yeah.
You mentioned how the monarchists have this fantasy, this Arthurian fantasy of monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny when you think about it. They want big, strong monarchists of legend to lead their way, right? Fun fact, a lot of modern monarchists are actually ex-socialists.
Well, of course they are. We can tell that from the smell of the narcissism and patchouli.
And it's because their dream utopia ideal of their big daddy state leading them into the promised land turns out to be just lies. So like a spiteful ex, they go find the next biggest dick in their view to ride the hell out of. So of course then they go find an old decrepit man who has a lot of money and just hope that if they ride him hard enough, they'll make their socialist boyfriend really jealous. So yeah, if you want to have, in my opinion, all governmental systems are absolute shit. the only one that can actually have a chance of working is the one for Starship Troopers, and I will hold that opinion until that.
I'd
is
like to give it a
proven.
try.
Until then, fuck it.
Yeah.
Same. Because the positive there is that not every retard can vote, and the other thing there is that the power is not isolated. And of course, even monarchists are victims to fucking interest groups. Guilds, minor lords, outside interference, they're just as corruptible as the fucking as prime ministers.
Yes.
Always,
Yeah.
always something.
And that's the thing. They're, it's like communism. They pretend that they can perfect humanity and its flaws, and that's just bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's always been the problem with the socialists, isn't it? They think that they can outlook human nature.
Yeah. Instead of learning to overcome it by virtue, they try to restrict it with laws and control. And again, as with the Crown Prince Cuck, he is part of that group now. He is part of those interest groups. So not only is he a fucking cuck, but he's also a fucking traitor. Despite
many such cases.
King Huddle, so despite King Harold being weak in my eyes, at least he isn't a cuck and a traitor or a hedonist fucking harlot.
No, he just
allowed
does.
his children to
He just
that.
hasn't beheaded them.
Exactly.
Right.
Which again, he is weak, and he is the last king of Norway, and it's gonna be a shameful and pathetic end of a monarchy that could have been at least good galleon figures, good figureheads, but no. So yeah, this is how monarchies die. How all monarchies die. They rot from the inside. They lose sight of what they are, and then it just all falls apart.
Yeah, well, the British one was going pretty well as a tourist attraction and a reminder of history, but then Liz popped off, and now we've got Charles the fucking Muslim and Andrew, who they should have been beheaded decades ago. Yeah,
right.
You've got Harry the. No,
Shit, Harry doesn't even have actual fucking blood lineage to the his Diana's son.
Yeah, Harry the bastard. Yep, Harry the bastard.
Yeah. And also the same thing here too. There's no royal follower after the Crown Prince, because Ingrid Alexandra is most likely fucking Epstein's bastard.
Can women even inherit in Norway? And if so, why?
They can. The rule was changed recently.
How lame and gay.
I think it was 10, 20 years ago, after she was born. She does have a younger brother, but in order to... here's the thing, though. The sister who became a crazy psychic was his older sister. However, since she wouldn't become the crown princess, the rumors is that she lost her mind due to becoming completely irrelevant, and then went on a insane fucking ramble in order to stay somewhat, I don't know, useful in any way, attention of any kind.
That sounds a lot like spoiled rich bitch to me, right?
Yeah,
I think people are overcomplicating spoiled rich bitch with no responsibilities. Again, see Andrew and Harry the bastard.
Mm-hmm. Again, I think that they made her the next inheritor, because next in line, or the follow up, because they didn't want another crazy psychic bitch in their family line. That's my theory. But as to say, I could just be overcomplicating spoiled rich bitch syndrome.
I think you are overcomplicating spoiled rich bitch. And don't forget,
I am very spoiled.
Don't forget the cousin fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
I have to keep those bloodlines pure.
The problem is, you do it generationally and as a habit. No, you need to keep it to something like 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000, whatever it is. Like England before they imported all the Pakistanis.
Yeah, and
Right.
now it's skyrocketing.
Yeah, it's almost as if they imported a bunch of people that don't have the same morals as they do. And now it's causing conflict with the society. Anyhow,
Well, and with that, I am done with my segment, at least. Just the rambling, ranting, and a disappointed and betrayed Norwegian.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you had any stock in these people was kind of a mistake in the first place, honestly.
I grew up. I grew up with them, and we have generations which actually looked up. Again, you got to understand the historic value of our royal family since the World War. That's where they managed to get themselves. Yeah, I know you can just laugh at it. I know, Vesic, but
sorry, I'm just laughing at historic values since the World War. Your nation's how old?
Nation is officially around under 200 years old
Yeah.
since we rubbed ourselves free from Denmark and retardation and Sweden.
And it was just me chuckling at the idea of history being World War II. It's like, oh God, is that long ago?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it is kind of an amusing thing to point out that everybody shits on America as a country being relatively young, and we really are. But then you hear stuff like, what Trim just said about Norway being about 200 years old. It's like, and then
it is
nearly 100 years old.
Yeah, it's like
Norway in itself is thousands of years old, but Norway, as currently a sovereign nation, is barely even 2 centuries old.
Well, it's like when we were talking about the Netherlands the other week, and the Netherlands is like 5 minutes old, but places like Holland, 500-600 years old as city-states, or provinces within like the Holy Roman Empire and things. Because remember, the nation state is actually really, 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 really new. Like the USSR technically thought of itself as a different system as well. The nation states are really new. And so as far as the nation states go, well, England's pretty old. Shit, we're talking about nation states. Hey, Trim, how many, in 1840, how many French people spoke French?
Too many.
Was that during the revolution or some shit? I don't remember.
I don't know. I'm just randomly pulled a number out of my ass. Around the middle of the 1800s.
Well, during that time, I'm pretty sure there were, again, as Dave said, too many. But I guess there's way more than now, because isn't the main language of France now Arabic?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. There was a little hiccup in that idea.
Yeah. Some weird African language in Arabic.
It's too bad it's not like fun like the clicking tongue.
Yes.
That'd be interesting. But it makes more sense too.
Yes, but getting back to the point, Jim. In like 1840, less than half of French people spoke French because French is actually more like Parisian.
Really?
Yes. They spoke what? Provincial, which is a dialect of French, but it's not mainline French.
Yeah, there's several others that were... Bleach, you probably know them. There were several other dialects that were being spoken at the time. Some of which I believe turned into fucking Belgium. Because they're doing weird Walloon and Flanders things down there, and that's basically kind of like French because it split off and did weird things.
Yeah, because you've got, what's it, Luxembourgish, that is a...
That's one of them.
There's, as like Avignon had a unique variation for a long time. I don't know if it's still true. And I think Swiss is a separate dialect as well.
Yeah,
Is
here
there
we
a
go.
mix between German and French?
No, it's got some German influences, but it's still predominantly French.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here we go. Modern French. During the 17th century, French replaced Latin as the most important language of diplomacy. Well, that's not really helpful. Here we go. It's supposed to say here in here somewhere about Parisian. But yeah, they basically, because that became the language of the central government, because they know how to central government, that kind of pushed out the dialects, like the Basque language and things.
Right. Well, Basque is that bastard between French and Spanish. That's weirdly not Portuguese. But yeah, I do remember it's referred to as provincial, but it's like Aquitaine, Brittany, Normandy, the like Aquitanian French. It's all like
Yeah,
weird
Gascon, and that's the one I was looking for. The one that was
yeah.
that I was trying to squeeze out of my brain. But yeah, nation states are an odd little thing. Yeah.
Also, before I forget this, I saw this during my rant, but LGM said, "Well, Danish is just Norwegian with the throat condition." How right you are. It's called cock and throat.
Damn, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, just remember, I mean, if it's not a bastardized version of Latin, then it's German. So if you don't speak some gay version of Latin, then you speak German or Germanic,
Yes.
which is not necessarily from anywhere near Germany, but it is.
I'm glad we have LGM going full autist, and he's speaking, listing out the various.
To be fair,
accents, and I'm like, wow, I forgot some of these.
To be fair, I'm reasonably sure that LGM's dials permanently fucking Loctited to 11.
Yeah.
But
Basque is as close to French as Chinese is. Yeah,
yes, but they also spoke Basque in France in the 1800s, which is more relevant to my point than whatever he is.
Yeah, but my point is that we set off the autist, so we're kind of setting off two here. Sorry.
Thanks, Jim. I've lost what I was thinking.
Sorry. But yeah, TLDR, fuck monarchy, fuck democracy, and especially fuck this bitch. So yeah.
No, don't. That's how you get a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You think Epstein had an itch before he died? I mean, she was the South Gate. Oh, yeah, that's it for me, though. So,
yes, LGM. Most importantly, fuck New York.
Yeah.
Damn right.
What? Yeah, I had something else about nation states to say. Yeah, there were very few. It's just that there were very few of them, and yeah, and I think Bleach was saying something about it in chat, or someone was saying something about it in chat, that people bang on about America not being that. I was like, well, actually, what is it? 1776. 70 is
that's when the revolution started. 1789 is probably more accurate.
Yeah, but that's still before 1800. So technically, it's older than some countries.
I mean, a lot of modern Europe, yeah.
But that's more an issue of the fact of changing borders Like they're now, if you want to go talk about towns and cities, well, London's like 2,000 years old.
Oh yeah, if not older.
Well, presumably there was some kind of settlement there before the Romans showed up. And went, you know what? This actually does look like a pretty good place to have a settlement. But so yeah, London's at least 2,000 years old. There's places in Germany that go right back, all over France and Germany's stuff that goes back tens of thousands of years. Like when you think about the city, it's yeah, you can go back maybe 3,000-4,000 years in some places, and I think there's several sites. What do they call them? It's like a site of permanent settlement, and that can go back maybe 6,000 years. At least the ones that I've heard of. There are probably ones that go back longer. So sure, New York, for example, to pick a random shitty city in America, is really, really young. Sure, America's really young when you compare it to, say, London. It's really, really young when you compare it to, say, Luxembourg. But when you consider the nations themselves, there are a bunch of nations that are fucking loads younger than the US. Like, especially all the weird things that are going on in Eastern Europe. Like, where are the Czechs from again? Are they from Czechia? The Czech Republic?
Bohemia?
Czechoslovakia?
Yeah, hell, Bohemia. And I mean, yeah, it's wild. I always think that's such a petty and kind of idiotic argument to be like, oh yeah, America. So yeah, it's like, yes, we're a expanding nation, and we're going to act like a fucking teenager right now, as a culture. That means we're not going to be submissive like you all apparently are.
Yeah.
Which, and I hate the Europe versus America bullshit. Like you see from like clowns like AA and some of these other people, where it's like, look, we are politically on the same side. So I don't want to hear this fucking bullshit just because you don't like the fact that we have a bigger dick than you right now. That's what it comes down to. Because speak softly and carry a big stick. Well, we're done speaking softly. We're speaking loud because that's the stereotype, and we're beating the shit out of things. And this isn't just Iran related. We're beating the shit out of these smug, old erudite nations who think it's more important to be civil than it is to have a victory. And I hate banging on about this because I do not like this division between American interests and European interests. We shouldn't be in lockstep, but for fuck's sake, let's make sure that we're like, hand-shaking cousins, not like me and my cousin, where we want to beat the absolute shit out of each other just because he's a communist retard. Anyway, that's that.
Speaking of communist retard, by the way, guys, happy Mark's Death Day.
Yay! Oh, there you go. I've just found a random number in here. Near the beginning of the 19th century, the French government began to pursue policies with the end goal of eradicating the many minorities and regional languages spoken in France. That's an odd phrasing there. Were they actually trying to eradicate the minorities, or were they doing something else? This began in 1974. 1794. Thank you very much, Freud.
That's a lot different.
It's okay. It's all before I was born. It's all the same difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but for you maybe, but for Dave and I, we got to watch this happen in live action.
You weren't a. I don't think you were around in '74, Blanche. You're older than I think you are.
Maybe.
Poor Dave, on the other hand, seeing they were going, "Shut up, you young pricks." Because anytime age comes up, poor Dave's catching flag. But yeah, so
he's catching strays. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to step in, damn it.
My point was 1794. So they actually, which is the year numbers I actually needed for my random confusion earlier. So before 1794, most French people didn't speak French. I would suggest that there was, in fact, a place called the United States of America by that time.
Yes. Yep.
But yes, anyway, let's do some memes.
Yes.
Oh, that's a
Well,
lot
unless
of.
Dave wants to go.
We can. My stuff will fucking wait.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
stagnating quite yet, so we can just do memes.
Yeah,
It's fine.
you said earlier, I think that there's a bunch of developing stuff and as well. So
Yeah.
that's what I was going with. So,
Yeah, it's more AI shenanigans, right?
Yeah, more AI bullshit.
Which just a tiny bit on that is apparently Adobe has forced their current curry flavored CEO to step down because of AI.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
yay! I'm sure they got. What are they going to do? Replace him with a black woman?
Probably
that would be an improvement.
Probably a Pajita.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a Kamala Harris situation where they replace her with a black that turns into a curry every now and then, whenever it's.
They'll just pick Kamala. There you go. Thanks, Trim.
Oh no! No! Knock on wood, guys. Fuck no.
All right, Dave. What's going on with these videos here? I see a couple of white pills. Are all of these memes? Also, is that one about the N-word incident actually saying it or not? Because I'm very concerned.
I couldn't hear them, so I don't think that they're actually saying anything bad. The the white pills are. Let's see, which one was the. Oh yeah, the cow one's good. I don't know if it's actually saying the N-word or not, but it shows it on screen, so you can maybe skip that one. That was a meme. I think that was posted as a meme in the server too, because it's talking about how during the BAFTA awards when that guy yelled out the
I'll be back in
N-word.
just a sec.
Oh, that was hilarious. Especially it's Tourette's. Leave it alone.
Yeah. And then the Google AI picked up on it, and instead of filtering it, it's like, hey, did you want to learn more about N-words? But it just typed it out. Because Google AI is savage. Coincidentally, and I know I've tested this a few times myself recently. If you want Gemini to fuck off out of your search results, just append -N-word at the end of your results, and it will, and the AI will fucking skip it. It'll still give you the results you're looking for.
Repeat that, please.
But if you're gonna Google something, put in what you're Googling, and then at the end of that, put dash and then N-word with the hard R, dash hard R, and Gemini will not try to spit out results to you. It's kind of handy if you're just wanting to get to a web page and not wanting to scroll through their bullshit. So yeah, go ahead and test. Now everybody here's throwing N-words into Google just to test.
No, it doesn't work.
Oh, what?
It still
Did
gave
it
me.
fix it? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I wrote what is the strongest Pokemon dash, and
Yeah.
it gave me just a list of them.
King of Vinland says he
Yeah,
thinks
no,
I missed
see,
his questions. What questions?
Let's
Oh,
see.
is it this one? What do I think about the concept of English? Never heard of it. It's basically fully Germanic English. Still never heard of it. I haven't. I have no opinion. I don't know what it is. But if it,
I will say, having tried to learn Dutch, because I try to learn Germanic languages for shits and giggles, there is a weird crossover between the two.
Anglisk is a type of linguistic purism in English that seeks to remove foreign influence on spelling and vocabulary. Oh, it's a collection of idiots. Okay, there you go. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean that English is such an interesting language in that it's like every language and yet its own in a lot of ways. It's kind of cool, and also how English has imposed itself as the current lingua franca into everything fucking else. And it's like,
but also notice how lingua franca is a loan word in English. But also and of course, so the lingua franca of the world is English, which has the word lingua franca as a loan word. Because God, I love linguistics sometimes.
Well, there's something like the English language has close to 1 million words in it, right? Like there's a lot of words, but the average like Scandinavian language comes in around 200,000.
Yeah, and that's one of the advantages that English has is chances are you can find a very specific word to describe a thing, possibly because we dragged German into an alley and knocked its words out and then shoved them in our pockets. But chances are, if you want to describe something, English has a word for it because we stole it. Or we're gifted it by the French or the Romans. But just from reading the basic one-sentence description of what that Anglisk was, all foreign influence. I'm sorry. You want me to remove the word beef from my vocabulary, do you, dickheads?
I have a beef with that.
Shall we remove algebra as well?
Oh, God, I wish.
Yes, please.
No, you still have to learn it, but you can't have a word for it.
How about shape math?
Bullshit math.
Letter math.
Fuck you, Dave.
This is so fucking good.
Yeah. But if just the concept of removing all foreign influence from English is just retarded, we might. Yeah, there's actually an easy option. Just go learn fucking Icelandic. That's basically English with all the foreign words removed. Because it's about as pure Germanic as you can get.
Also, pure Norse.
Although I will say another thing I absolutely love about English is it's gender neutral to a point where it like makes people's heads explode. There's like no male or feminine verbs for shit. It's just like it's the fucking chair.
Right?
Yeah.
Japanese is actually worse too. Because Japanese doesn't have gendered words, and it also has a tendency to drop pronouns. All the pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why weebs are so anti-trans. Got it.
But it's actually problematic because characters will be talking about a third character, but actually drop pronouns. It also really fucks up the AI translations because they can't say. Because in English, you'd say, oh, he said that he was hit by a truck. But in Japanese, they might drop the he. So that can be
Yeah,
fun.
there's been several translations, AI translation I watched, where the she becomes he and he becomes she, and then in the next fucking quote, it is back to normal, and then it's fucked again.
Yeah, that's why what pisses me off about a lot of the manga translations is then they don't even make an attempt to run a human eye over them. So that it's constantly flip-flopping, and generally it defaults to using the he pronoun, but that's fucking worthless when you've got two women talking.
Yeah, the he deal with it.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but yeah, remove all foreign influence from English, so we lose the word chemistry, amongst other things. There are so many foreign-derived words in English that it literally defeats the point in English. If you go all the way back to the words that aren't foreign-derived, I mean, fuck me, the word foreign is probably foreign in English. Where does that G and the N come from? It probably comes from bloody French.
Wait.
But all the names for meats come from French. Beef, pork, I'm pretty sure they come from French. Beef definitely does.
To an extent, but then you also have words that are kind of redundant.
True, we do have a few.
Like, where you've got, like, beef and cattle. Well, cattle is not French.
No. Well, one of the theories is, like, you've got the word cow to describe the animal, and then you've got the word beef to describe the meat. Because it was the aristocracy who spoke French that wanted the meat, but it was the peasants who spoke what was then English who looked after the animals. So the animal is a cow, but if you kill it and then hide it away and take it to the supermarket and then put it on the plate, the aristocracy calls it beef.
Well, I was thinking more in terms of, like, you've got, cattle, and then you've got bovine. And it's like, yeah, so that's that overlap that you're talking about, where it's like, the meat itself is basically derived from Norman French, which is different enough from what we would consider modern French.
And of course, bovine is Latin. So because English has basically sat there for fucking 3,000 years and waylaying every person who comes along with a new language and fucking stealing their words, yes, we do have like 5 words for the same thing derived from different languages.
I just kind of see, like, the English language is like a beggar sitting on a street corner. Hey, you got a few
any
verbs
words
to spare?
Got any words? Words for the poor? But yeah, there's Latin, and through Latin you have Greek. Well, specifically through the Romans you have Greek, but you know what I mean. You've got the Francophone stuff. You've got the Germanic stuff after the split. You've got a few things that we've kidnapped from other places further afield. So much French stuff, though. And that's fun because it goes through Latin back to French and then changes. And what's really fun is when we have the French word, the Latin word, and then we have the French word derived from the Latin word.
I don't think there's enough alcohol on Earth to make that make sense. At least not currently. Although in the past they probably drank it all.
Yeah, but that is both that's why English is an excellent language to speak, but it's an absolute bastard language to learn. Oh, what's this called? Here's 37 words because we've been just stealing them off of other languages. Yes. Anyway, memes. Where were we? Which one of these videos? Here's a motorbike. I like motorbikes. Let's see if we can.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Holy shit.
Hit.
Lay down,
The
baby.
road.
Lay down.
Oh, it knocked the fuck
A deer jumped out in front of him.
out. That's pain. Oh, dude,
Dude,
I've,
so-
had a fall like that. It's fucking.
You know what, Trim? I don't
fucking
think you've had a fall like that.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
I didn't hit a deer, but I did. I was forced to drive into the ditch, and then I rolled around a few times. I was fucked.
One of my homies was driving back from here to he lived in Eastern Oregon and he was driving home, and there's a lot of really it's interstate but it's really remote, and he was riding his fucking crotch rocket and a fucking badger ran out in the road, and he thought he's going 60. He sees it. Actually, he's probably going faster than that, but he sees it up ahead and he thinks, oh, it's just going to cross. And then it doubled back and he fucking hit it. He had to be life flighted out of there. I don't think he's ridden a fucking motorcycle since. It fucked him up really bad. He had a broken collarbone for fucking 6 months after that. But yeah, fucking creaming a deer. This guy's, he's lucky he wasn't going faster, but I'm sure it's because he was on a dirt road and didn't hit pavement. But you see how bad it ripped his shirt and fucked him up. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
This is
This is a lesson on why you wear your fucking riding clothes.
Oh yeah.
Leather would have helped that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I mean, if you're riding dirt bikes down a dirt road, you're not thinking about a deer or an antelope or something jumping out in front of you.
I mean, I am, but then I'm
Poor
paranoid.
fucking
you gotta
guy.
be prepared.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that'd be more likely than down, I don't know, to my great annoyance, down the fucking a suburban paved street at midnight and the fucking roo comes out.
Kangaroos.
LGM says he fell into a bunch of nettles on a bike. Ugh.
No.
Goddamn.
Oh.
That would have sucked, but it probably wouldn't have been a massive impact injury.
I'll tell on myself a little bit. So when I was about 10 years old, I fell off of my bicycle into a barbed wire fence.
Oh.
One side of me is still fucked up with all the scars.
Dude, that's
Good grief.
Yeah.
I once fell in it. You know the kind of electric wiring you use to what Norwegian Storgarde. Fuck's sake. It was meant for sheep and livestock. Electric enclosure.
Electric fence. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ, we're just I've been speaking Norwegian for too long. Anyway.
Your whole life, I hear, Trim.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult speaking English then. Anyway, it was not an uncommon accident in my neck of the woods when we, not the most forward-thinking kids, decided to have fun and climb trees, that suddenly you slipped and you fall on top of those things.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fun fact, Trim. Did you know that you can check if an electric fence is working with a piece of grass?
Yes, you can. It's really fucking funny.
Yeah. How old were you when you learned that, Trim?
4 years old.
Two hilarious stories in retrospect. One of my hobbies, a guy went and he took a piss into an electric fence.
Oh no!
And all you heard was fuck, oh fuck, fuck.
Yeah.
And then another time, and this happened to me. I was opening a car door, older car, metal handles. Somebody had opened it simultaneously. The door hit the electric fence.
Oh,
They had. Yeah, I was on my knees like, what the hell just happened? Because they had it turned up for the Bulls.
Oh. Bleach is sitting there making the Windows start up sound again. Because he just fucking rebooted.
I mean, in retrospect, it was fucking hilarious, but at the time, it was like, ah!
We went around daring each other doing shit when we were walking home from school, and we were like daring each other to hold the electric wiring. You know, you hold your hand over, and then you grab it and see for how long you can hold it. And I managed 10 seconds, right? And then my big brother was like, yeah. And then he told the neighbor kid, like, oh, yeah? Yeah, you think that's what? I dare you to piss on the wire. And he fucking did it. And he's like, he stood there just inching the beam forward. And when it hit, his legs just kicked down like one of those weird dance moves. You just saw a golden fucking spray.
A golden shower, perhaps, Trim?
Okay. Huh? What?
A golden shower, perhaps, Trim?
No, I saw where this was going, and I decided to walk ahead a few meters. And it just, the dude went around. I was like, I can't feel anything down there after he got back up. Like, it's still dripping. He lost all fucking function down there for like an hour, I think it was, or some shit.
Oh, God. Right, let's do another one.
This is some white pills here.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh.
Shadilay-san.
Yeah. Yeah.
Supposed to turn.
Uh-oh, busted.
Oh, he starts speeding. Oh, that's so nice.
Watch out.
Oh, good. Yes!
Oh, that's an expensive fine.
My cop buddy has like arrested principals at their own fucking school for that shit.
Yeah. Good.
I'm just going to turn the music off. But I don't think we need it for this one.
Did he just drive into a police car?
No, he's scooting down the hard shoulder like a dickhead.
Oh, get fucked.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a white pill.
A little bit? That's a lot of it, man.
This one I like the look of.
We'll go for it.
What do you think? You
Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk?
This is how we tell them. We just have to watch to see this. Going for a walk.
Hold on a second. I wasn't looking at this. I was like, is that a sound effect or is that in the video? So, of course, I have to go back to find out.
Yeah, I think that's just in the video.
Going for a walk.
Yep, that's in the video.
When we get to college, me and Jesse can
Go to the dog park.
Drogon, what's up?
Oh my god.
Would you like to go? Ooh, that ear.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Fucking hell.
I think the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
I think that dog wants to go for a walk.
Possessed.
But with the need for a walk.
Danny
love
loves it when
boxers.
ears get erect.
Yeah.
I like this one. For next, an image meme. My pizza arrived with no fucking cheese. I called the pizza place with an attitude. The work yells, "Guys, the no cheese guy is calling to complain." And I heard laughter erupt in the background. Turns out they managed to fuck up ordering online and actually selected no cheese myself. Fucking idiots. But also, what kind of dodgy place are these guys running where you get an order like that and you don't be like, let me just call and check?
Yeah.
Papa John's.
Hey, no, you know, whatever, dude. If you fuck
That's
it up
nice they're too
online,
busy,
I'm gonna
yeah.
make it how you said. 'Cause that's your fault to make sure. It's your responsibility to make sure you get.
To be fair, it
like,
looks
mine
like a
isn't the
garbage
question, mine is
fucking
the
pizza. To start, it looks like a garbage pizza anyway, but yeah.
Don't cut a
Maybe
piece
pay
at the side
attention.
before they throw it in the oven.
No.
What?
I think that the crust is just poorly made.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gay.
I love it. The no cheese guy's calling to complain. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one too. The next booth over is selling wooden swords. Does our son need a sword? No, absolutely not. It says message failed. I'm getting him a sword. It does not say message failed. Do not get him a sword. Sorry, it's really loud in here. I'm having trouble hearing you. So your eyes here now. If you get a son a sword, he goes to work with you all this week to real havoc on you and your co-worker with said sword. Deal. One co-worker already approved this.
Oh God, yes.
Glorious.
We'll talk about hairstyles later. Let's talk about the guy on a bicycle.
What?
What is that dude needs like $50 right now, just because.
Photo bomb.
That's glorious.
That dude knew exactly what he was doing. Tasks failed successfully.
Right.
My day is just crap. What's wrong? Beer frozen, burnt my pizza, and girlfriend's pregnant. You just can't pull anything out on time, can you?
Oh dear God.
That's terrible pullout game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's this tweet which unfortunately desperately needs to be muted, which
Yeah.
kind of ruins the effect. But,
Yeah, but it
there's,
still works.
yeah, there's no way around it though. It absolutely needs to be muted, unfortunately, because copyright.
Everything is funnier with googly eyes. It's so fucking stupid. I love it.
Now imagine the Jurassic Park music playing over that.
My brain goes like, holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
This song is going to remain inside your head.
It's going to remain.
Speaking of inside people's heads, I'm sure Dave got all worked up when he saw this one. I no longer have need of a wizard. The castle's not been attacked for 50 years. Bro, who the fuck do you think cast the Circle of Protection? dear. What built the West? What destroyed the West?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yep. I also like this one. A garbage man ran out of the bushes in front of my car, which is fine because I'm used to deer on that road and was already driving carefully. But I'm so used to deer that instead of like watching the track to see if he was crossing again, I watched the bushes he'd come from. Okay, so like 1 to 2 smaller, frailer garbage men following him, I guess.
So he was followed by 2 Bajeets. Is that what he's waiting for?
Yeah, small and frail, yes.
The googly eyes thing's already on the Discord. Someone tagged Maureen.
Nice.
Nice.
So I first saw it there when someone posted. It was like, Maureen! Oh my god! Maureen may have a reputation.
I think so, but it's well deserved. Oh, guys, when that thing opens its mouth, if we have more some audio clips of Maureen, we should add that as like hot for dogging.
or just snoring sounds.
That too.
Up next, her. Hi, I'm an Instagram model. Me. Oh, cool. I'm a Telegram domestic terrorist.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
To be fair,
Too bad type of
it'd go the other way. Her. Hi, I'm an Instagram model. Me. Next.
Yep, there you go. You know the one where you have balloons, right? I just pop mine immediately. I'm insert pop.
Some of those are fucking brilliant. I'm a nurse. Pop. Pop, 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 pop.
One where they pop. One where they pop the Troons balloon immediately as they walk.
Just walked in the room.
God,
Pop.
yeah, that was a good one.
Get what you fucking deserve. Right. 2 reasons I don't give money to homeless people. 1, they would spend it on alcohol. 2, I want to spend it on my alcohol.
I mean, it's true though.
Okay, now here's a deep one. I just saw a fat Jewish guy, and now I know why Oreos have ridges.
Yes, there we go. Okay. Oh, guys, it's even in Ritz. Even Ritz crackers have ridges.
Trim actually gets the reference. The first time Trim gets a reference, it's about the fucking silver clipping bastards.
I'm sorry, but ever since I started noticing a certain, shall we say, stereotypes, I've also realized that you can find them in a lot of different creatures, like trolls.
Yeah. And
Leave it at that.
Yeah. The store cashier watching me buy a robe on February 13th. Well, the good news is we all survived International Single Suicide Day this February.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, true.
Oh, fuck this next one. Eye doctor, your result just came back. Me. Can I see them? Eye doctor. Probably not.
That was actually pretty fucking good.
I love that. I have this great eye doctor too that it's like, and it's like this is the kind of shit he would actually say.
I love that. Oh, I love
that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Made a barbecue out of an old drum. I'm hoping this one will last longer because plastic doesn't rust like metal.
Oh my fucking
Oh dear.
Oh no. Dude, DOI decorating channels are fucking awesome. You can find some real gems for those.
Oh, this guy.
Yes.
Oh God, this guy's so good.
Well, it was all-you-can-eat crab leg night at Hometown Buffet until it wasn't. These
Oh, fuck,
Kaijus
go
are
back
going
in.
to war and beating the living hell out of Belinda for taking the last crab leg. And the game of hangry hippos continues with no shame. It's a battle of cardio, attrition, and tons of cholesterol in the process. And down goes Big Bertha, and in comes Wheelie the Street Ref. And there'll be no need for a replay because this whole thing was in slow-mo.
Fucking Steve Inman's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fucking Gorlak in from the outside with the crash tackle.
The smell is never gonna leave that pavement.
Yes. That's it.
Days of what is that? Days of Thunder, yeah. Oh.
Imagine all that fucking all those yeast infections. Jesus Christ.
It's going to smell like moldy bread.
Yeah, I mean that's why you have the fat people smell, like the really fat people smell. It's yeast infections.
Yeah.
It's it gets in between their fucking folds, dude.
Yeah, and they're unable to wash it and dry it properly, so it just no.
I'll give you something really fucked up. So
Oh,
my
God.
ex-wife used to do home health care, right? And one of the
Mhm.
people she was caring for, she was helping her do laundry, and she found all these long strips of fucking towel in her laundry. And she's like, "What are these for?" Well, the woman soaks them in baking soda and then puts them between her folds to absorb the smell.
Okay. So
And now you all have that
my
cursed knowledge.
cop buddy went to arrest a wheelchair-bound gigantic woman because she'd stabbed someone.
That's a hell of an intro.
Oh yeah, and he's like, "Okay, where's the weapon?" And she's like, "Oh, you mean the BK?" And he's like, "What?" And she's like, "The BK." So she lifts one of her folds, and pulls out this sticky knife.
Oh.
He said it was like somebody like put it in mayonnaise, but it smelled worse.
Oh God.
Oh God,
And
that's
he loves
nasty.
telling that story every fucking time he can. Yeah, it's
That's
just
some
like
cursed
dude,
knowledge.
yeah,
Oh,
you're welcome.
no. That's fucked up.
Okay.
All right, we've got another
For
meme.
God's sake.
Next meme, please.
Who says women aren't good at video games?
Metal Gear Rise Revenge. Funny how it's about cleaning, huh?
That's the joke.
I know, especially what we talked about previously. Oh.
Oh, dearie me. Alrighty, I think we'll about leave it there. Thanks.
What about the other ones, the Jim Carr ones and the not racist ones?
I'm sorry, you mean the man who is definitely in YouTube's content ID?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the Japanese one where we learned to say the Japanese word for run away?
No.
Damn it, I tried.
The subtitles gave you away.
I know. I mean, is not these are pretty chill though. Okay, what about the Keir Starmer one? That's pretty good.
He just Trim's just shilling his own memes. He's like begging for his own memes.
What
Like,
Keir Starmer
one?
one?
Some of my memes.
What Keir Starmer meme?
It's the fourth one.
Of that
the 10
one.
I sent. You didn't even look through my memes, did you?
No.
Just sent them sooner.
Wow.
We can't just master for people.
Sooner.
Australia.
There you go. See, they're good, damn it.
That's a good one.
All of these are amazing.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We can wrap up on that one. I think
Yeah.
that's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
I think that's a good place to wrap
Not
it.
the best one.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for joining us again, boys. Thanks for joining us, chat. Don't forget to check out Auto Circle Wednesday at 9 a.m. Whatever the fuck it is. Time zones are a motherfucker. Actually, I think I've got that up here. Yeah, I don't think there's too much else planned. I'm probably gonna have to bully Trim for see what he's gonna do on his channel.
I'll figure something out.
I don't know if Disco's gonna recover this week. She's getting better at least. So yeah, I'm sure you all know where to find the notifications if you care. I'll also bully Trim later to see what days he's free for the hangout. So stay tuned for that, subscribers. You believe that's all the housekeeping? Anything you boys want to say?
Happy Mark's Death Day.
Yay! And
Hug your family and pet your pets.
Hug your pets.
Circle.
Yes.
Yes.
And Trim's art check. Let's go.
Yes. All right, folks. That's all from us. Shadilay, everybody.
Shadilay.